I always thought that God's system of opening up souls is through crisis, personal crisis.
Well, remember we said earlier that pain can create desires, but it's not God's system of opening up the soul, no. God would prefer to use other methods, but unfortunately the law which God created, obviously, when I say unfortunately, it's fortunate actually, that God's law has been created so that when you have pain in your soul, it has to come out somehow. And so when you have pain in your soul, you will attract events that need those painful events to bring the pain out of your soul. But that's a function of the law, not God's. God's intention is that you're free of those. And so how do you grow when you're not in pain is the real question. Because all of you at some point, if you follow my advice, you'll be celestial spirits one day, right? You won't have any pain. Physical, emotional, spiritual, sexual, no pain. So how are you going to grow then? It's only by desiring, it's by accessing these soul-based faculties, isn't it? That's how you'll grow. So many of you get worried about the pain part of it, but the pain part of it's temporary. But it's not purposefully designed to just traumatise you. It's designed so that you make changes that cause you an alleviation of pain, right? But many of you actually make changes that don't alleviate your pain and actually cause you to store it longer. So an example of that is I need to cry, but I don't let myself, right? That's me. I have pain. I don't want to feel it. So what I do instead, I suppress it. In suppressing it, I'm now suppressing soul faculties that could be benefiting me in other areas, but because I no longer want to cry, because I'm obviously afraid of my sadness, or I feel it's too bad to feel, or I have demands about my sadness that other people make it go away, or whatever, that will cause me to no longer have an aspiration to feel other feelings as well. Right? And then my soul gets depressed, so sad, depressed. When it gets depressed, it gets angry. Many people on earth are walking around with a lot of anger because we've suppressed our sadness so much, and we're in a depressed state of anger. You understand the difference between that and a violent state of anger? A violent state of anger is where we express our rage to everybody and sundry. A suppressed state of anger is, I'm good, no worries, you're good, I'm good. Suppress everything, not face up to the truth of anything. So that's something we've got to be very careful of doing because we're suppressing our soul. See, when you understand what the soul is, you also understand how to not suppress it, how to let it live, right? How to let it grow. Right? When you don't understand the soul properly, and this is why education is so important, if you don't understand the soul properly, you will be taught through experience and also through your own avoidance of pain. You'll teach yourself to suppress it. Yeah. An intelligent society wouldn't do that. Wouldn't ever choose to suppress emotional pain. We would choose to feel it in a loving way instead of suppress it. Yeah. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Yep. So when it comes to your aspirations and your desires and your passions and longings, the worst thing you can do is suppress them. When it comes to your feelings, your emotions, your senses, the worst thing you can do is suppress them. Because every time you do, you are shutting down the openness of your soul. You're shutting down its ability to function. Right? Very important to understand that. And in doing that, you are going to shut down your ability to feel anything from anyone, including God. You're not going to be able to feel things from God. Even if you had a longing or had a thought to have a longing, because by this stage you've suppressed all your longings. If you had a thought to have a longing, nothing can be received because you're not open yet. right? And this is why we need God's laws and other people and emotions, and we need situations and we need life experience in order to open us up emotionally. God designed your life to be an emotional, passionate life. If it's not that, then it's because it's been shut down, either by you or someone else. So open it up. Yep. Perry?
And just over here.
Oh, sorry, we're...
Yep.